I'll do the intro in Arabic.
All right.
يلا السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا فيكم بحلقة جديدة من بودكاست تاتشداون بالعربي. ومعانا اليوم بطل سابق للسوبربول، فاز مع السي هوكس وأيضا خسر السوبربول مرة، فما راح نحكي عن الخسارة. معانا راسل اوكنج. أهلا وسهلا فيك راسل. I know you know some Arabic, right? So let's start with that.
بكلم عربي شوية.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Now that's Egyptian, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's can you tell the accents like in Arabic? Like there is Egyptian, there is like Jordanian. You cannot, right?
I haven't figured it out yet.
Oh, okay. So let's start with that. I know you have been to the Middle East region, right? Tell us more about the region. How was it?
Magical.
Okay, nice.
I love the way people greet each other.
Yeah.
Look, I think in the Middle East, people have different perspectives, very uninformed perspectives, very uninformed. But when they greet you, they say, Assalamu alaikum.
Nice.
Peace upon you.
Nice.
Right? And that changed me.
Yeah.
Because you can tell people actually mean it. Hey, I'm not just greeting you, but you can, when I shake your hand, it matters.
Yeah.
When I look you in the eyes, it matters.
Nice.
Like I am exuding peace upon you.
Yeah.
Right? And then the response, wa alaikum salam, peace and
Nice.
peace unto you.
Rasa, can you hold the mic just close?
Yes, and peace unto you.
So question to you, where have you been?
Okay, I have been to UAE on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
So Abu Dhabi, Dubai. I have been to Egypt.
Nice.
And also Morocco.
Oh, nice. So tough questions.
No, don't do it.
Tough questions.
Okay.
Best food, where was it? Morocco, Egypt, or Abu Dhabi?
Oh. You're gonna get me in trouble.
No. Where it's a safe place.
Okay. Because my wife is Egyptian, I'm gonna say Egypt.
Nice.
Because I want to be able to go home. But I love the food in Morocco.
Nice.
The food was amazing. There's so much love. You know what? I was at a restaurant. These guys came out, brought orange-infused water and washed my hands.
What?
In Morocco.
No way.
They said, "Oh, come here," and I was like, "No, I'm not going to do it. Please, no."
Yeah.
And they were taking offense.
Yeah.
And to me, that's the gratuity that is hard to understand in the region.
Nice.
It's like you saying no is an offense. You have no choice but to do this.
Yeah. I have another tough question.
Okay.
Before we get to football, before you visited the Middle East, I'm 100% sure you had a different perspective, right? Now, after leaving the Middle East, do you have a different perspective?
I will say that there was a time where I was ignorant.
Yeah.
I believed everything which was said in the news, the turmoil in the region, the instability, and I've just got to say, most of it's not true. When you go there, people have opened their homes to me, inviting me for meals.
Nice.
Right, have sat down and taught me about their faith and their customs, and it has been amazing. And I've told my wife, we have no choice but to spend every year out there.
Amazing.
So our goal, at least my goal, aside from my wife, is to be in the region every 4 months.
Amazing. Now, football stuff. Ready?
Okay, let's go.
I know we're going to talk about flag and what you have done in Abu Dhabi, but let's, just take some of your NFL experience. You played for the Seahawks, you played for the Panthers, I just want to ask you, when it comes to the Super Bowl, we are in the Super Bowl. You have played in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
You have won a Super Bowl, you have lost a Super Bowl.
Oh, thanks for the reminder.
How hard it is to play in the Super Bowl as a player?
Okay, so even in the regular season, playing one game is very hard. The margin of error is really small, and all that means is that you can make a couple of mistakes a game. That's it, right? Or you certainly lose. So when you come to the Super Bowl, it's all heightened. You're dealing with teams that literally almost make zero mistakes from game to game. So we are going to see the clash of absolute titans. Right? The Chiefs, the Eagles are incredible teams, and as a person who has won and lost a Super Bowl and who has prepared for that, right, it is no easy feat. So we're going to see a very special Sunday.
How did it feel when you won the Super Bowl? Like describe it.
It's your dream. The confetti's falling. You're seeing this trophy come up, right? And the fans are going crazy, and you know you've accomplished something big, right? That goal, that vision you had for the beginning of the year to hoist that trophy, all of a sudden it comes into fruition, and you can see it and you can touch it, right? And I think that's what these guys are fighting for every single year, is to be the best in the world at something.
Yeah, it's very different vibes, you know, as a fan to watch the Super Bowl. But I'm pretty sure that playing the Super Bowl is like on a different level, and you have to be perfect in order to win, right? Now, winning the Super Bowl was not easy. You played a tough game. Was it against the Broncos, right? You played them one.
Yeah, we beat the brakes off the Broncos. They made many mistakes that day.
So you were part of a great team as well, right? So tell us about that Seattle Seahawks, you know, the greatest defense probably, you know, people are talking about the defense at that time. Also, you played with Russ at that time, correct me if I'm wrong.
Russell Wilson,
and that team had different vibe, right? How was Seahawks at that time?
You know, the Seahawks was a very special team because we learned how to create our own energy. Right? We learned how to not just play well at home, but to go on the road, and it was always us against everybody. Right? And I think that is ultimately what made us a special team and made us really unique. You know, is that we knew that we had a distinctness about us. We knew that we had a different way of seeing the world and football. And all we needed to do was go on Sundays and show that to the world.
Nice.
We do that on multiple occasions.
Nice. Now, for people who don't know, you played left tackle.
I played left tackle. I don't look like it.
Yeah, I mean, you lost great weight. I mean, that's good. But playing left tackle is probably either second or third toughest job in a team, right?
I would agree.
Yeah. After quarterback, it's either left tackle or pass rusher. I don't know. Do you agree, left tackle and pass rusher?
Left tackle, yeah, it's very hard.
All right. So playing left tackle, you know, for the people who joined the NFL and American football fandom recently, give us like a tip how to be a great left tackle.
Okay. All right. So most quarterbacks are right-handed.
Yeah.
Right. So they typically cannot see whatever's coming from behind them.
Yeah.
So that's where the left tackle plays.
Blind side.
Right. So the quarterbacks need to be confident and also feel very secure in their ability to throw and deliver the ball.
Yeah.
So what makes the position of left tackle so special is because you have all of the trust. So when you want to be a left tackle, it's all about consistency. Right. So you're literally playing the best and likely most athletic player on the other side of the ball, but you also get the opportunity to show how great you are because your job is to keep that incredible player off of the quarterback.
Yeah.
Right. So I enjoyed that for many years. I would hope I did pretty well.
Yeah.
And it was a really special time.
Let me ask you this because you said something very interesting. You play against the most intimidating player on the other side, right? Like mentality-wise, like how do you prepare to play against the greatest players on the other side? You played against probably one of the best pass rushers in that time, right? How did you prepare?
Yeah, I played against many really good top rushers, elite players, guys who are going to be Hall of Famers. And how did I prepare? I prepared by putting one foot in front of the other, and I worked on having unshakable confidence. So literally, I practiced against really top players, and I pushed myself every single day to find my best. And if I just would come out and be 1% better every single day, I knew that that's what I needed to go out there on Sunday and to do my job at a high level.
Who was the most difficult one to play against?
The most difficult player I've ever played against is a guy named Aldrin Smith. He played for the San Francisco 49ers.
Yep.
Probably does not get as much respect across the board in terms of what he could do, but the guy could play the run, he could play the pass, he had really long arms, very powerful type of player, and absolutely relentless.
Oh my God.
So I always look forward to my matchups with him.
Oh my God. And you played the San Francisco 49ers twice.
Twice a year and 3 times when we went to the Super Bowl.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, there you go. I mean, it's just not easy to play left tackle, right? Also, let's go to the players that were on your team. Who do you say is one of the best teammates you ever had?
My best teammate ever? Oh, and I have so many of them.
Yeah.
So this is hard. And guys, if you're watching this, don't hold it against me. My best teammate ever was a guy named Marshawn Lynch.
Why?
Marshawn Lynch is he is one of the most authentic players that I've ever played the game.
Beast mode.
Beast mode. And he's like that in every component of life.
Yeah.
He's the best teammate ever. I've seen him give the shirt off his back to people. I've seen him give the chain off his neck to a young player who would never have dreamed of having anything like that.
Yeah.
And that's the type of person he was.
Yeah.
Right? He was very giving, but also when he got on that field, he was very serious.
Yeah.
And an absolute brute.
Yeah, I mean, everyone likes Marshawn, even off the field, right? I mean, imagine if we can get him to the Middle East, that would be a show by itself.
I'll call him.
Please.
I can work on it. I can work on it.
Look, I just remember the question I have to ask you, Russell. Please, I'm sorry if I'm opening wounds, right? What happened on that play? I mean, just take us through. I mean, is it okay to ask first of all?
It's okay. I can handle it. I can handle it.
What happened with that? Was it like supposed to be a pass? Was it supposed to be a run? I mean, we need to know. We need to have an answer.
Look, I thought we were going to come out there and run.
Okay.
All right, so I'm in the huddle, and we're waiting on a play call. And, you know, like I said earlier, as a Seahawk, we bring our energy with us.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't care what play is called because you're going to deliver on it. But we had the best running back in the backfield.
Okay.
One of the best players in the league ready to get the ball. And all we need is 1 yard.
That's it.
We need 1 yard in order to win the game.
Oh, my God.
So I'm going to put it on him.
So take us through the huddle, yeah?
Okay, so we're in the huddle, and we're waiting on a play call, and we're looking at each other like, hey, right now is the moment, right? So we cannot mess this thing up, right? And we're looking at each other in the eyes, like in the huddle, we're waiting on the call, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm hoping it's going to be Marshawn Lynch running the ball right behind me because I want that action shot.
Oh, my God.
Like, I want that shot of him scoring. I'm like, let's go. Right? I want it. And we get a different play.
Okay.
We get a play which is going to have us in, essentially, we have to throw the ball.
Do you remember the play name or you don't?
What was the play name? I want to say it was a 5-man pro. It was 5-man pro scat protection.
Okay.
Yeah. The route concept was something that we ran every week. We practiced. Wow, you're really opening up wounds now.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It was something that we ran every single week.
Okay.
Right, and we ran on a player who coincidentally had wow, you're really opening wounds now.
Yeah.
We ran on a player who coincidentally had the play run on him every single week as well.
Yeah.
Right, and we received the play, and I'm still thinking, hey, we just need to block it up, give him time, and we're going to make the play. And the cornerback, he jammed the receiver, pressed him into the ball, lo and behold, interception.
Oh my God.
I know, heartbreaking.
Just going through it again just gave me a heart attack. I'm so sorry, Russell. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I'm so sorry.
I've had a lot of therapy.
I'm so sorry. It's great to have you here. Now let's jump to the region and especially the international expansion of football. First of all, before we go to the region, what do you think about American football and flag football outside of the States?
Oh, I think the world's ready for flag football. I think what the NFL has figured out, and Roger Goodell just made a really powerful decision, is that they're going to explore competitively a flag football league.
Yep.
Right? And this is really good information because ultimately, what is it signaling? It's signaling that the NFL is ready to scale, and they have to decide that the best means to scale is not going to be through traditional football, but through flag.
Okay.
And what I've seen is there is athletic talent everywhere. However, we need to reduce the complexity in order to taking on the game.
Nice.
So how do you learn about blocking, tackling, offensive line play? That's a lot to ask for anybody who's just learning the game. But what you can learn is throw and catch. So you can learn that really fast.
Nice.
Right? You can have a ball, you can run around, you can play today, right? And it's an incredible, beautiful sport. And I am ready to see the game be played across the entire world.
Look, I saw you when we were, for people who aren't aware, we walked around with Russell and Russell was greeting his old friends. You said hi to the flag football player who plays in the US team, right?
Yes.
I mean, I've seen some highlights of that dude. He's really great, right? Do you think there is any possible scenario where we can have such talent in the Middle East?
Absolutely.
Why do you say so?
Look, we had a game, a flag football game in Abu Dhabi, and we saw some of the local talent come and play. And a lot of them made plays. But what they're not used to is playing at an elite level. Right? So what we saw is that our players, guys who play in the NFL, were able to give them insights. Hey, do this, practice drill this, right? And they made some adjustments and modifications patients, and next thing you know, they're covering NFL players.
Nice.
Right, so flag football is going to be the great equalizer.
Okay.
Right, because if you're proficient in flag football, because the dimensions of the field are much more smaller, you can have more success and you can make very quick adjustments. It's not easy. It's something which needs to be drilled and practiced.
Okay.
Right, but the possibilities are endless.
Nice.
So that flag football player that we saw, the guy's smaller, typically what you would not see in NFL football. But 3 years ago, he went and played 7-on-7 football against a lot of NFL players and made them look stupid.
Oh my God.
Right? So imagine if we're able to take this game over into the Middle East.
So you think the talent is there, you just need to find a way to manage it,
It just needs to be cultivated.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It's a seed. You plant the seed, and Allah, He waters it,
Yeah.
and it comes into life.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
So we're gonna see that happen over the next
Look,
2 years.
when I started this YouTube channel or podcast, the idea was to get the NFL to the Middle East. Now I think it's getting closer, and now the vision has changed where we would like to bring the Middle East to the NFL. So this is why I ask you about the talent, right? So I'm super happy that you see that there is talent in the Middle East, and you know what? We didn't talk about the ladies part. You know, there is also growing aspect when it comes to the ladies, and I have been to Jordan, Egypt, one of the best ladies leagues. Do you think also flag football can be a space where we can empower our ladies?
Oh, flag football is for everyone. And I am very excited to see the women in Jordan, the women in Egypt, and also in Morocco.
Nice.
Right? Trying to develop the skills to play this game at a high level. In the U.S., women are incredible at this game. Right? So we know that women can play competitively and in some ways against men, right, at the sport.
Nice.
So what we're going to see in the immediate future is we're going to see women balling at this game.
Let's go. Let's go.
They're going to be balling.
Let's go.
Right? And I can't wait to come and watch them play.
Let's go.
Right? Like, yeah, we should put on a game. What do you think?
Absolutely. Let's make it happen. Well, Rاسل, I mean, I'm super happy to have you here. I'm super happy you have enjoyed the Middle East. I mean, you are becoming an ambassador for the Middle East for us. I mean, I need to tell everyone that when we were walking around, you were telling everyone about your experience in the Middle East. Players like Demario Davis, he was saying, Mina, I would love to come and stuff. And you were also mentioning the family aspect. You know, the family enjoyed the Middle East. So I really appreciate you for that. And I'm super happy to be connected with you. Hopefully we make things work. And before we close this episode, I have one more tough question. If you had to pick a team between the Chiefs and Eagles, who are you going with? You have to pick one.
Don't make me do this.
You have to pick one. And just so you know, I'll make it even harder for you.
Okay.
The Chiefs and the Eagles are probably the top 5 fan bases in the Middle East. So you will be making friends and you will be making enemies. So think wisely.
Okay. All right. The Eagles can win this game if they control the football, right? So the time of possession needs to be pretty high, and they need to be able to run the ball effectively and convert on third down. They'll have a shot to win the game.
Okay.
The Chiefs, I mean, you can't bet against Patrick Mahomes, but in this case, I will.
Okay.
I'm going to say I am ready to see the Philadelphia Eagles win this game.
Oh my God.
Because Saquon Barkley in that backfield is special.
Yeah.
Right, and if they can deliver and give that man the ball 30, maybe 40 times in this game, they have a high probability that they can win the game.
That would be the best birthday gift for him because, you know, the Super Bowl will be his birthday. It's the 9th of Feb.
That guy is hungry. He's a baller.
And by the way, I am on the 8th. So, I don't know, did you get me a present or not yet?
Well, who are you picking to win the game?
Frankly speaking, the last 2 years I picked the team against Mahomes. So I was always picking the other team, and I have learned my lesson, right? I think we're gonna see history on Sunday, right? The history will be the Chiefs winning the three-peat. It's very funny because 2 days ago I was saying the Eagles, but yesterday when I was on the opening night, there was this different look in Patrick Mahomes. For the first time ever, Rásel, I didn't see a smile out of him. He is on a mission. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Or he's stressed.
I don't think so. I think he's there to prove to everyone that he's there with the GOATs. Do you think he's the GOAT if he wins it?
Yo, if he wins it, 3 back-to-backs never been done.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree. I agree.
I mean, dude, he's already one of the top players to ever play.
Yeah.
He has that right now. We can say that very confidently.
Yeah.
Right.
And by the way, I asked him if he's interested to visit the Middle East. He said, let's make it happen. Just so you know. So
Let's do it.
I mean, everyone is interested. We just need to shake hands, right? You know what? Thank you so much for being with us. I really appreciate our talk. We look forward to seeing you again and again and again in the Middle East.
I will be back. Ma salam.
Salam alaikum. Oh, ma salam. Let's go. Thank you so much. That was super cool, my friend.
That was fun.